Hi everyone, welcome to EduSure. So today we do one more important topic on mathematical reasoning for paper 1 of UGC NET. Now this is speed, time and distance. This is also a very simple topic like ratio and proportion which we covered in the last lecture. Speed, time and distance, they are related by a very simple formula. So speed of an object is nothing but distance traveled per unit of time. So speed is equal to distance upon time. And that is what we use for distance, time, and speed. Okay. Now let us start with some questions, very simple questions. A car travels a distance of 540 kilometers in 6 hours. So this is your distance, this is your time. Calculate the speed of the car. So the speed of the car is distance upon time. So that is 90. Now what is the unit? You have to be very careful. So distance is in kilometers and time is in hours. So the unit will be kilometer per hour. All right. Second question. John is a runner. He runs 100 meters sprint in 20 seconds. Calculate John's speed. So again, speed will be 100 meters divided by 20 seconds, which is 5 meters per second. Now, these questions are very simple, but they can ask you to calculate the limit or the units in a particular format. For example, in the first question, they can ask you to calculate the speed of the car in meters per second. In that case, you have to convert kilometers into meters and hours into seconds. All right, you have to be very careful. Lauren walks 400 meters in 125 seconds, calculates Lauren's average speed. So average speed is total distance divided by total time. So which is 400 divided by 125 meters per second. Okay. So if you simplify this is 25 times 5. This is 25 times 16. So which is 16 upon 5 meter per second, which is nothing but 3.2 meters per second. Question number 4. A mouse runs a distance of 2 meters in 16 seconds. Calculate the speed of the mouse. So these are same kind of questions. So distance is 2 meters, time is 16 seconds. So it is 1 by 8 meters per second. So these questions will make you practice on the concept of speed, time, and distance. All right. So these questions, all these questions are based on calculating speed. Next question. A rocket travels a distance of 576 meters in 6 seconds. Calculate the average speed of the rocket. So again, 576 meters divided by 6 seconds. So 6 times 1, 6 times 9, 54. 3 remaining 36, 6 times 6. So it is 96 meters per second. All right. Next question. A cyclist travels 20 kilometers in 4 hours. Calculate the speeds of the cyclist. So again, 20 kilometers divided by 4 hours, which is 5 kilometers per hour. At the equator, the Earth spins a distance of 25992 miles per day. Calculate the average speed of the Earth in miles per hour. So these are no rocket science questions. Again, distance in miles divided by time. Okay. So basically, it is spinning 25992 miles every day. So we are wanting to calculate the speed of the Earth in miles per hour. Now, so it is 25992 miles divided by 1 day. So every day we have 25992 miles, but then you're supposed to calculate your answers in mile per hour. So in a day, we have 24 hours. Okay. So we have to divide by 25992 divide by 24. Now this here you have to be very, very careful because both the answers will be given in the options 25992 as well. But remember that the distance is every day and you have to calculate the speed in miles per hour. So you have to convert day into hours and in 1 day we have 24 hours. So you have to divide 25992 by 24. All right. Next question. The distance between two cities is 144 kilometers. It takes me 3 hours to travel between these cities. Determine my average speed. Okay. So suppose this is your city A and this is city B. Okay. So the distance between them is 144 kilometers. So when I go from A to B, my distance is 144 kilometers. So if I want to travel between these two cities, my distance is 144 kilometers and time is 3 hours. So this is going to be 48 kilometers per hour. That has to be the speed of the person who is traveling. Now, you have been given that a whale swims at a constant speed of 8 miles per second for 17 seconds. So this is your speed and this is your time. Calculate the distance traveled by the whale. So distance is time multiplied by speed. Okay. So 17 seconds multiplied by 8 meter per second. So second and second will cancel each other. So it is 17 times 8, which should be 136 meters. Okay. Question number 10. A girl cycles for 30 seconds at a speed of 4 meter per second. Calculate the distance she travels. So again, distance is speed, which is 30, time, which is 30 seconds, multiplied by the speed, which is 4 meters per second. So second and second will cancel each other and the distance would be 120 meters. Next question. Jim traveled at a speed of 18 meter per second for 2 seconds. Calculate the distance Jim travels. So again, distance is the speed multiplied by time. Remember that the units should be consistent with each other. So I have seconds here, so I should have seconds here. Otherwise, you have to convert into the same units. So here the distance will be 36 meters. So this is how we calculate distance. So we have one simple formula, speed is equal to distance upon time, and we have to now calculate distance. So distance will be speed into time. So only one formula is being used again and again. Now we have to calculate time. So again, time is distance upon speed. A vehicle drives at a distance of 26,000 miles at a speed of 65 meters per second. Calculate the time. So time is distance, which is 26,000 meters divided by time, which is meters per second. So meters and meters cancel. So 26,000 divided by 65, seconds go above. So 13 times 5, 13 times. So it is 400 seconds. Okay. Question number 30. A train travels at a speed of 16 meters per second and travels a distance of 3,200 meters. Calculate the time. So again, distance 3,200 meters divided by speed 16 meters per second. So this should be 200 seconds. Okay. Calculate the time it takes to travel a distance of 672 kilometers at a speed of 96 kilometers per hour. So 672 kilometers divided by 96 kilometers per hour. Kilometer cancel. So we should have 672 divided by 96 hours. Okay. So 4 times 24, then 4 times 1, then 4 times 6 and 163. Is this correct when I divide 672 by 4? So 4 ones are 4 1, then 4. It should be 168. So 168 by 24 hours. So again divide by 4. 4 6 are 24, 4 4 are 16, and 4 2 are 8. 7 hours is the time which is being taken by the person or train or car to travel a distance of 672 kilometers at a speed of 96 kilometers. Next question. Susie estimated that she can run for hours at a steady rate of 8 miles per hour. She enters a marathon distance of 26 miles. Calculate the time it takes her to complete the race in hours per minute. So we know that speed is equal to distance upon time. So time is equal to distance upon speed. So distance is 26 miles. Speed is 8 miles per hour. So miles and miles cancel. So 26 by 8 hours. So 26 by 8 hours means 13 by 4 hours. And now I want the answer in hours or minutes. So the time is 13 by 4 hours, or each hour has 60 minutes. So 13 by 4 hours will have 13 by 4 times 60 minutes. So this is 15. So 15 times 3 is 45. 4, and this is 195 minutes. Okay. Next, the Earth takes 1 year to go around the sun. The distance is 584 million miles. If there are 365 days in a year, calculate the speed of the Earth travels in miles per day. So 544 million miles per year. So per year means 365 days. Okay. So this is million miles. So I want the answer in miles per day. So this is 544, 365. So 1 million is equal to 10 raised to the power 6 miles. Okay. So that is how you calculate your answer. Calculate the speed of the Earth in miles per hour. Okay. So I know the speed in miles per day. So the speed in miles per day is 544 divided by 365 into 10 raised to the power 6. And I want to convert this into miles per hour. So the number of days, 365, should be converted into hours. Now 1 day has 24 hours. So 365 days will have 24 hours. So this should be my answer in miles per hour. So these are the questions where they're tricking you on the unit. So you have to manipulate the unit. So you have to complete the question very, very carefully. Next question. Neil traveled 36 kilometers at a speed of 8 kilometers per hour. Grant traveled 48 kilometers at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. Determine whose journey took the shortest time. So time taken by Neil is distance taken by Neil divided by speed of Neil. So which is 36 kilometers divided by 8 kilometer per hour, which is 36 by 8 hours, which is 9 by 2, which is 4.5 hours. And Grant. So let us look at the time of Grant. So time of Grant will be distance of Grant divided by speed of Grant, which is 48 kilometers divided by 10 kilometers per hour, which is 4.8 hours. So who took the shortest time? Neil took the shortest time. Okay. And now we have to find out the time difference in minutes. Okay. So the time difference between them is 4.8 minus 4.5 hours, which is 0.3 hours, which is 0.3 into 60 minutes, which is 18 minutes. That is the time difference. Okay. All right. So Mr. Dun drives 64.8 kilometers from work at a speed of 48 kilometers per hour. Mr. Dun drives 81.2 kilometers from work at a speed of 50. This is Mrs. Dun, 58 kilometers per hour. They both leave the work at the same time. calculate the time taken by for each person to travel home. Okay. So time taken by Mr. Dun is equal to distance divided by speed. So 60.48 kilometers divided by 48 kilometer per hour, which is 64.8 divided by 48 hours. Okay. And time taken by Mrs. Dun is distance, which is of 81.2 divided by 58 kilometers per hour. Okay. So that is 81.2 divided by 58 hours. So this is 648 divided by 480, and this is 812 divided by 580. So let's try to simplify them a little bit more. So 648 by 480. So this is 4 times 120 and 4162. Then this is 4 times, not 4 times, this is 2 times 60, and this is 81 by 60. And then divided by 3. So 3 times 20, 3 times 27. Okay. So by Mr. Dun, 27 by 20 hours. Mrs. Dun, 812 by 580. So 812 by 580. So let's do it by 4. So 4 times 1, then this should be 145, and 812. So 4203. Okay, so here where I land up. State which person arrives home first. All right. So look at the time. The first one is Mr. is 27 by 20 and Mrs. is 203 by 145. So we have to do a little bit of question calculation. So Mr. is 20 and then you have to divide 27. So 21s are 20. So all right. So it should be, yeah. All right. So you can see that the first one, 27 has to be divided by 20. So 21s are 27, then 0.0360, then one more 0, and then this is 5. So Mr. is taking 1.35 hours. And look at the time taken by Mrs. So 145, 203. These are some nasty calculations, but yes, if you're given such kind of questions, you will have to see because they will be different by a small margin. So 145 times 1 is 145, then you subtract, so you get 58. And yeah, so 0.0, and then it is going to be 4. Okay, so it is 1.4 hours. So Mr. Doon reaches in 1.35 hours and Mrs. Doon reaches in 1.4 hours. So time taken, we have calculated, state which person arrives home first. It has to be Mr. Doon. Calculate the time between the first and the second person getting home. So there is a difference of 1.4 minus 1.35, which is 0.05 hours, which is 0.05 into 60 minutes. Okay, so let us see, which is 30 by 10, which is 3 minutes. So 3 minutes is the difference. So that is how you attempt questions on speed, times, and distance. You have to be very careful about the formulas. And the only thing where they can twist you around is the units. So you have to be very careful with the units, all right? And then they might give you questions on comparison of speeds and distances and time that we have seen in the last few questions. Thank you. So I'll see you in the next class with a more interesting topic on mathematical reasoning on paper 1 of UGC NET. Thank you for joining us.